recently dabbled in YouTube Shorts. And if you haven't seen them, basically it was a series of videos where basically I gave you clues, 3 clues, hopefully getting increasingly easier, about an athlete, and then you can guess who the athlete is. So for today's video, continuing our heavy NFL theme for the playoffs, I thought I'd try to bring that format to a longer video. So let me know what you think of this type of video in the comments, and I also want you to tell me in the comments what you score on this quiz. So the way this will work, the rules: if you guess correctly on the first clue, you get 3 points. If you guess correctly on the second clue, you get 2 points. And if you guess correctly on the third and final clue, you get 1 point. There are also some bonus point questions sprinkled throughout. And if I added these up correctly, there should be 50 points up for grabs in total in today's quiz. So let's get started, and we'll warm up with something easy, maybe a little too easy. And I should mention, as always, I'll have this football to tap on while you're thinking. You're doing all the heavy lifting. Today the pressure's on you. So, first question. First clue. This quarterback was selected 199th overall in the 2000 NFL draft. You already know who it is, don't you? Second clue. He will be the lead color commentator for NFL on Fox beginning this year. And clue number 3. He holds the most NFL championships by a player at 7. The answer, of course, is Tom Brady. But here's a bonus question for a bonus point. How many Super Bowl MVPs does Brady have? The answer is 5. So, hopefully these become a little bit more challenging depending on which teams you pay attention to. You might have some that feel really easy, but there should be a good mix in here. And I'll give you a hint for the rest of the quiz. All of the players will be currently active players. So let's move on to the next question. Clue 1. This athlete completed an MA in Human Relations in May 2023. In college, he played for the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oklahoma Sooners. 3. He holds the record for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in a season. The answer is Jalen Hurts. He set the NFL record for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in a season this season, 2023, with 15 touchdowns. Next question. At 5'7", standing at 5'7", he is the second shortest player in his division. He is Florida Atlantic University's all-time rusher. This season, in week 4, he threw a touchdown pass. The answer is Devin Singletary. The only player shorter than him in the AFC South is actually his own teammate. Next question. I think this is another relatively easy one. He's been in the news recently. He attended high school in Ohio, where he was a 3-sport athlete. He co-hosts the podcast New Heights. And the third clue, he holds the NFL record amongst tight ends for most consecutive 1,000-yard passes. 1,000-yard seasons is what I meant. Just trying to throw you off. The answer is Travis Kelce. He holds 7 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Next question. In 2017, he was ranked the top high school prospect in his state. He has the record high NCAA FBS passer rating. He led the league, the NFL, in passer rating in 2022. The answer is Tua Tagovailoa. Now for a bonus point, okay? In regards to Tua, he led the league in passing yards this season. How many yards did he throw for? And I'll give you the bonus point if you're plus or minus 100 yards. So he led the league in passing yards. How many yards did he throw for this season? The answer is 4,624 yards. So if you answered between, let's make it a rounder number, 4,525 and 4,725, you get the bonus point. Next question. This wide receiver is an avid chess player. Clue number 2. He was the 4th overall pick in the 2015 NFL Draft. And clue number 3. This year, he set a franchise record for most receiving yards in one game. The answer is Amari Cooper. So in week 16, he received for 265 yards, which is a single game record for the Browns. Next question. This linebacker started his collegiate career as a tight end. He is tied for the single-season NFL record for most sacks. 3. He won the NFL Defensive Player of the Year award in 2021. The answer is TJ Watt. Next question. How are you doing so far? Clue number 1. He was named the MVP of the 2018 New Mexico Bowl. In his first 3 years in the NFL, this quarterback only started one game. 3. Draft analysts were shocked, I tell you, when he was picked 26th overall in the 2020 draft, as his team already had an MVP quarterback. The answer is Jordan Love. Now for a bonus point. Name the season, the year, in which Love started a game for the Packers before 2023. So I mentioned in his first 3 years, he only started one game. Which season was that in? The answer is 2021. Next question. Clue number 1. In high school, he was a track and field sprinter, and he was timed at 4.43 seconds in the 40-yard dash. In 2020, he led the league in receptions with 127 receptions. 3. He caught the Minneapolis Miracle Pass during the 2017-2018 NFL playoffs. The answer is Stefon Diggs. The Minneapolis Indianapolis Miracle. That game was actually the first game in NFL playoffs history that ended in a touchdown as the clock expired. Next question. Clue number 1. He has been named Defensive Player of the Year a record 3 times. This could apply to more than one player, so if you're guessing now for 3 points, only your first guess counts. Clue number 2. He was ranked number 1 in the NFL top players of 2019. Clue number 3. He has played for one team in 2 different cities. The answer is Aaron Donald. But for a bonus point, how many times has Aaron Donald been selected to the Pro Bowl? The answer is 10. Next question. His father played in the MLB for the Montreal Expos, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Houston Astros. 2. He wears number 16 as a tribute to Joe Montana. He was selected first overall in the 2016 NFL Draft. The answer is Jared Goff. We're coming on to the end now. So the next question, first clue. He was the youngest player to reach 7,000 career receiving yards. This year, he's tied for first in touchdown receptions, he won Super Bowl 55. Him and his team. Super Bowl 55, if you'll remember, that was an underdog year. So the answer is Mike Evans. Now, here's a Mike Evans bonus question. How many touchdowns has he scored this year? The answer is 13. Next question. This is a fun one for my multi-sport fans out there. Clue number 1. He was a student athlete at Notre Dame for 4 years. Clue number 2. He was selected in the first round of the 2017 MLS Super Draft. Wait. watching an NFL game on TV in 2019. A place kicker missed a field goal, and his wife told him, "You can do that." The answer is Brandon Aubrey. Yeah, Brandon played professional soccer. I was kind of hoping to trick you with the first clue, the Notre Dame clue, because he was a soccer player in college, went to the MLS draft, was drafted I think by Toronto, but didn't play for Toronto, moved down to the USL, and then when he left the USL, was working like a desk job, and then only made his NFL debut at 28 years old. Okay, and finally, I have 2 questions left that are worth 3 points each, because these aren't a guess the athlete, they are give me an answer. In honor of these 2 teams making it past the wild card round and into the divisional round. Okay, so you'll see what I mean. For 3 points, Justin Tucker, arguably the best place kicker in NFL history. He holds the NFL record for the longest field goal. What was the distance of that goal? And for those 3 points, you have to get the exact number. Final answer? The answer is 66 yards. Okay. Last question, your last opportunity to get points in. And again, this is for 3 points. Ready? Christian McCaffrey holds the NFL record for most receptions by a running back in a single season. How many receptions got him that record? Most receptions by a running back in a single season. The answer is 116. And that is the end of our NFL player quiz for today. Don't forget to let me know, first of all, how you scored in the comments. Tally up your points and let me know. But also, let me know what you thought of this format and of the questions. Were they too easy? Were they too hard? Share your thoughts. Otherwise, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. I'll see you in the next video.